Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this Channel 28 broadcast of Shrewsbury High School Athletics. I'm Andrew Engel, and it is Tuesday, February 20th. I'm here at North Star Ice Sports in Westboro, where the boys ice hockey team will take on the Natick High School Red Hawks. The Colonials are coming off a huge win last Saturday against Coyle and Cassidy, a 9-2 victory. It was Shrewsbury's 5th straight win in a stretch in which the Colonials have scored 25 goals in 3 games. The Colonials' opponent tonight, however, is much tougher than what the Colonials have seen most of the season, and it's about as good as any team in Massachusetts. This Natick team comes into action tonight at 13-5-2, and are on the bubble of making the Super 8 tournament. The Red Hawks roster 13 seniors who have never made the Super 8 tournament and are looking to pick up a resounding win today against the D3 Colonials, who are prepared to try to keep pace with the Red Hawks, who they know are far superior to all the D3 teams standing in their way of repeating as state champs. This is the first all-time matchup between these teams, so the Colonials will look to get off to a good start here this afternoon. Shrewsbury High School boys ice hockey is coming up next. Alright, we're ready to go here. North Star starting lineup for the Colonials is going to be Quinlivan, and Boris, with Persicino and Mullen back on D. Pat Shaughnessy starting in it. Anthony's able to win it back to Persicino. Tyler Boris picks it up, circles it back into his own zone. Persicino gets it head to Mullen. Mullen gains the red line. He'll throw it in. Just off the net. Foley will play it behind the net. He takes it, reverses it back into the corner. Gets flipped ahead. Mullen can't quite keep it in. Gets it back to Boris, and Boris will throw it ahead. Throws into space where Quinlivan picks it up. Quinlivan circles back and passes it up to Mullen. Mullen flips it ahead. Natick's able to glove that down and chip it out of the zone. Liam Quinlivan has it now in the neutral zone. He tries to pass it ahead to Anthony. Ends up on Anthony's stick, but it's swatted away. Liam picks it back up, staying on sides, sends it ahead for Boris. Natick will play that one ahead. Now they are on the right side of the red line. Behind the back pass, Natick takes it in off sides. 44 seconds here into the first period. The face-off's going to come just outside the Shrewsbury zone. Tepper Russo coming into the ice now for the Colonials. It'll be Belbin and Belbin back on D. Jack Tepper gets set to take the draw. He wins it back to Peter. Peter sends it over for Tommy. Tom gets it up to James Tepper. James Tepper chips it ahead, takes a hit. Russo chasing after it. Natick banks it out of the zone. Player gets by Belbin. Coming in on Peter now. Shoots. Glove saved by Shaughnessy. Face-off's going to come right to Shaughnessy's left. It'll be the same skaters on the ice here for Shrewsbury. Natick there showing their speed in transition. Jack ties up his man. Natick comes away with it. Player taking it on his backhand around the net. Gets to the point. Russo chasing after that defenseman. Jack Tepper's there to block the shot. Tepper has the stick chopped out of his hands. It'll be delayed penalty coming up for Natick. Tepper's able to kick it back to Belbin. Delayed penalty coming here for Natick. Peter Belbin has it. Shaughnessy has gone to the bench. Natick gets a touch though. 13:37 remaining here in the first period, and the Colonials are going to go to their power play for the first time in the game. It'll be the normal power play unit out here for the Colonials. Quinlivan, and James Tepper up at forward. Persicino was joined by Tyler Boris back at the point. Tepper comes away with it up face-off. Gets it back to Persicino, gets it over to Boris. Boris coming in. He finds Tepper in the slot. He shoots. Save made. Anthony Quinlivan got a piece of the rebound. Save made. Tyler Boris has it now. He gets it back over to Persicino. Just leaves the zone. Persicino goes back to Boris.
Number 21,
Boris looking for Tepper. It goes off a Natick skate. Natick picks it up. He'll throw it in. Comes all the way around. Shaughnessy stops it behind the net. Tyler Boris will take it up from behind the net. Boris tosses one over to Persicino. Persicino taking it to the Natick zone on his forehand. He wraps one around. James Tepper's there to pick it up. Tepper lets it go. And then it gets gloved ahead, but a hand pass. Colonials almost got caught there. Fortunate that Natick got caught with a hand pass. Bucks have come back into the Natick zone. Still a minute 15 seconds here left on the penalty to Natick. It'll be the same skaters on the ice here for Shrewsbury. Quinlivan wins it back to Boris. Boris gets it back to Liam. Liam gets it over to Tepper in the slot. He shoots. Anthony's there with a rebound. It goes out the side of the net and up. Loose in front. Digging forward is Liam Quinlivan. Liam has it. Tries to get it back to James Tepper. Makes it to get it out of the zone. Persicino gets a stick on it. Tyler Boris will pick it up. More than a minute gone now on the Shrewsbury power play. Tyler Boris bringing up ice. Enters the zone with speed. Across the goal line, he cuts to the net. Goes around. Throws it up front. Liam Quinlivan ends up picking it up. Quinlivan able to get by that player. Liam from the corner brings it out. Gets to Persicino at the point. Persicino goes back to Liam. Liam tries to send it back down low for Anthony. He goes up a Natick skate. Anthony picks it up. Anthony stick handles around. He shoots. That gets deflected in front. Tyler Boris can't win the race to it. Natick's able to get the clear. Only 20 seconds remaining here on the power play for Shrewsbury. Shaughnessy plays it and goes for the far pass up to James Tepper. Tepper leaves it back for Liam. Liam enters the zone, loses the puck, and now Liam Quinlivan is going to call for a tripping penalty. 7 seconds still remaining on the penalty to Natick. It's going to be 4-on-4 before Shrewsbury has to kill 1 minute and 53 seconds on the penalty. Starting the 4-on-4 for Shrewsbury is going to be Russo and Jack Tepper, with Tom Belbin and Cam Mullen back on D. Natick wins it forward. They get a shot on Shaughnessy. He's able to stop that. Caught the puck while it was still in midair. 2 seconds came off the clock. Jack's able to win that one back to Tom. Melvin has it. He sends it on for Russo. Russo sends it all the way. The penalty has expired. That won't be an ice. Jack Tepper, the first forechecker. Tepper aggressively chasing behind the net.
Number 25, Liam Quinlivan. 2 minutes for tripping. Time of the penalty. 3:16.
Natick enters the zone. Comes by. He's able to get by Belbin. Russo's there. Russo not able to clear the puck out of the zone. The whistle blows. The net's off. Face-off coming out of the zone. The referee says Natick who sent the net off. Minute 30 still remaining on the penalty to Quinlivan. It'll be Anthony and Boris on the ice, with Persicino and Tom Belbin back on D. Referee taking his time dropping the puck. Natick gets it back. Natick on the other side of the red line. Brings it up, goes to the pass, goes out. Tyler Boris escapes, but ends up right on the stick of a Natick player. Anthony able to poke it away. Natick gets it by though. Natick from the sideboards. Tyler Boris with an aggressive forecheck. Gets out to the point. He walk it over, go D to D. Pass it into the slot on the back end, they go backdoor. Shaughnessy is there. Shaughnessy taking a good angle on that. Able to make the save. 1-on-1 remaining here on the penalty to Quinlivan. An aggressive penalty kill for Shrewsbury. Anthony Quinlivan gets to take this face-off inside the defensive zone. Natick wins it back. They have it at the point. Able to get it down to the sideboards. Tyler Boris gets a stick on it. Pins the man to the boards. The second Red Hawk is there to try to fish it away. Tyler Boris doing a good job still tying it up. Natick comes away with the puck. They work it down low, then back up the sideboards. They shoot. Shaughnessy with the save. Natick comes away with the rebound. They work it to the point. Another shot. Shaughnessy's there with the save. The rebound's there. Shot goes behind the net. 30 seconds remaining on the penalty to Quinlivan. Natick has it just above the goal line. Working up the sideboards, now they get it to the point. Tyler Boris there. That shot just wide of the net. 20 seconds remaining on the penalty to Quinlivan. They work it back to the point. And get it back down low. Persicino's going to win the race to it. He clears it around. That'll get out of the zone. 3 of the 4 penalty killers changing here for Shrewsbury. Anthony will peel off. 5 seconds remaining on the penalty. James Tepper, the first forechecker, gets banked ahead. Penalty is now expired. The Tepper Russo lines on the ice here for Shrewsbury. Good job by Cam Mullen to break that up. James Tepper, the lead forechecker here. Natick curls back now. Russo attacking that player. Gets banked by him. Cam Mullen's able to get a piece of that. Now Jack Tepper into the zone. Jack Tepper on his forehand shoots. That goes well wide of the net. Peter Bellman can't get the keep. James Tepper's going to pick it up. Tepper passes it over to Mullen. Gets by Mullen, but Russo plays it forward. James Tepper comes away with it. Leaves it for Jack. Jack gets it ahead. Too far ahead for James. James chases it into the zone. Wins the race to it. Able to get by one player. Jack picks up the puck. Comes out to Tom Belvin. Tom Belvin shoots when that gets blocked. Gets chipped ahead now. Cam Mullen racing after it. Cam Mullen wins the race to the puck. Throws back, so they can come away with it and gets the pass up to James Tepper. Great play there by Cam Mullen. James Tepper can't stick handle by that player. Jack Tepper tries to swat the puck away, ends up taking out the player, and penalties coming out of both teams. Jack Tepper's going to go for a trip, and then James Tepper and a player from Natick will both go for a rough and maybe a slash. I imagine it'll be a 5-on-4 for Natick when we come back. We're back here at North Star. James Tepper has been assessed a penalty, however Jack Tepper has not. Shrewsbury somehow comes away with a power play after this debacle. It'll be the normal power play unit out for Shrewsbury, with the exception that with James Tepper in the box, Cam Mullen is back on D. That took a weird hop off the boards. Anthony Quinlivan picks it up. Quinlivan loses the puck, but Mullen picks it up. He'll send it over to Persicino. Persicino sends it up to Boris. Boris passes it in front of Quinlivan. Quinlivan skates to it. Anthony has it now, works it back to Mullen. Comes back to Anthony. Anthony finds Persicino at the point. Persicino shoots, whips on the shot. Tries to push it back in, comes out to Mullen. Cam Mullen with the puck, passes it. Bad pass to Boris. Boris can't catch it. Natick sends it back in. 40 seconds now gone from the penalty. Tyler Boris bringing up ice. Passes it ahead for Persicino. Persicino catches that off the skate. Gets it up for Jack Tepper. Jack Tepper comes in, gets it up for Boris. Boris shoots, save made. Anthony Quinlivan wins the battle for the rebound. Looks to move to the net. Jack Tepper gets a stick on it. Can't get a shot towards the net though. Tyler Boris wins that battle, but the puck comes out of the zone. Gets up to Persicino. Persicino over to Anthony. Jack Tepper just skates off sides. 54 seconds remaining on the man advantage for the Colonials. Quinlivan, Boris. Jack Tepper and Connell Persicino on the ice here for the Colonials. Anthony Quinlivan's going to take this face-off. Gets played up to Jack. Gets sent out of the zone. Persicino has it, and he goes back to Boris. Boris gets it ahead for Liam. Goes through Liam's stick, but Jack Tepper's going to win the race to it. Tepper gets it back for Liam. Liam Quinlivan taking it behind the net. Quinlivan gets it up for Anthony. Anthony patiently waiting. 30 seconds remaining in the power play for Colonials. Gets over to Persicino. Persicino from the point. That goes wide. Anthony picks it up. He shoots. That goes up the side of the net. Liam Howe has it behind the net. He gets it for Jack Tepper. Jack Tepper's able to get it towards the net. Goes wide though. Then Quinlivan has it. He throws it out in front. No one's there for Shrewsbury. Persicino has to race after it. Persicino gets it over for Boris. Forechecker forces Boris back in the zone. Only a few seconds remaining here on the power play for the Colonials. Tyler Boris takes it up. Penalty has expired. Tyler Boris gets it out in front. Natick plays it to the side. Natick can't get it out of the zone. Jack Tepper picks it up. He shoots. I think the goalie got a glove on that, went up and into the netting. 6:37 remaining here in the first period. You're still scoreless in Westboro. Ref saying that was off Jack Tepper's stick that went up to the netting. Following the power play, it'll be O'Connor, Holloway, and Albertson on the ice here for Shrewsbury. Mullen gets it over to Tom Belvin, who throws it in. It's just on net. Goalie's going to cover it. Face-off going to come just to the left of the goalie for Sam O'Connor. O'Connor wins that back to Mullen. Mullen gets it ahead for Holloway. Holloway tries to find O'Connor. Natick's coming up the other way now. They have a 3-on-2 coming up on Belvin and Mullen. Natick enters the zone offsides. Throws one in. Get it back behind the net. Albertson's going to win the race to it. He clears it around. Gets just out of the reach of one Natick player. Mullen battling for it along the boards. He's got a corner there to help. Comes back to Natick. They get it at the point, work it down to the sideboards. They throw it out in front. Belvin gets a stick on it. Ends up right in front of Shaughnessy. He gets the cover. Just over 6 minutes remaining here in the first. Boris, Quinlivan, and Quinlivan coming back onto the ice for Shrewsbury. Gets tied up. Liam gets a stick on it, loses it though. He pins his man along the boards. Natick picks it up, they throw it back in. Belbin's going to win the race to it in the corner. Sends it along for Mullen. Mullen goes for the pass up to Quinlivan. Liam backhands it over to Anthony. Anthony entering zone is back in. He's got no help there. He throws it in front. No one's there for Shrewsbury. Natick wins the race to it. Mullen can't get the keep. Tom Belbin's going to win the race to it, just inside his own zone. Tom Belbin picks it up, takes it behind the net. Stops and works it over to Mullen. Mullen back to Belbin. Belbin gets it over to Quinlivan. Quinlivan spins around. Quinlivan comes back, able to spin around that player. Goes to the long pass up to Anthony. Anthony catches it and loses it. Natick has it in their own zone. They throw it out of the zone. Liam's able to keep that one inside. Natick picks it up though. Natick headed up ice now. Across the red line, they throw it on Shaughnessy. Shaughnessy's able to make the save, plays it over to the corner. And now a penalty coming to Tom Belbin. High sticking the call. 5 minutes remaining here in the first, and Shrewsbury is going to be on the penalty kill for the next two. That'll be Tepper and Tepper, the forwards on the penalty kill, with Persicino and Peter Belbin back on D. Tepper pushes that forward, gets to the point. Natick has it, they work it into the slot. Go back to the sideboards. James Tepper's able to push the player off that puck. Gets back to the D, and Shrewsbury's able to get the clear. James Tepper, the lead forward checker here. Tepper chases the man behind the net. Natick's headed up ice. Player gets by Tepper and enters the zone. Shoot. Pad save made there by Shaughnessy. Natick coming out of the corner. James Tepper's able to get a piece of that, but they're able to get to the point. Now working back down low to the sideboards. Backhand pass to the point. Shots on net. Save made by Shaughnessy. The rebound's loose. James Tepper gets there. Able to get it up to Jack Tepper. Jack Tepper's able to get it just out of the zone. And then play it forward. Now Jack Tepper coming in a breakaway. Lost the puck for a second. Now he has it. He stumbles. Stick handles around. Shoots. And he scores. Jack Tepper forgot how to skate, but remembered how to stick handle. He scores a goal on the penalty kill. 1:08 still remaining. The penalty to Belbin. But the Colonials have taken a 1-0 lead with 4:08 remaining here in the first period. On the ice now for Shrewsbury, Quinlivan, Mullen, and Persicino. Liam comes with it at the face-off. Mullen picks it up. He's able to dump it into the Natick zone. Doesn't come all the way though. Natick now working the puck up ice.
That's the easy part.
Natick comes into the zone, leaves it into empty space. Natick wins the race to it. Natick with it in the corner now. Mullen's on that player. Player skates it up to the point. Moves it over, and then I'll move it back to the center. They shoot, that goes wide of the net. They work it back to the point now. That shot gets to Shaughnessy, he makes the save. Persicino can't get the clear. They walk it in, looking back door, that goes wide of the net, all the way to the corner. Liam chasing after that player. Forces the dump in. Mullen can't get there in time, Natick picks it back up. Natick with it on the sideboards, 15 seconds remaining in the Natick power play. They come in, shoot. Shaughnessy's there, the rebound's there. Natick can't get the shot past Shaughnessy. Natick coming out of the corner with it now. Work it to the point. Get it back down low. That was towards the net. Shaughnessy's there to kick it aside. The penalty has expired. We're back to 5-on-5. Quinlivan chasing after this player. Comes out to the point. They work it back down low. Tyler Boris there with a hit. And now a rough coming to Tyler Boris, who came onto the ice just after Tom Belbin exited the box. 2:51 remaining here in the first period, and the Colonials are going back to the penalty kill.
They stole an assist from Cam Mullen.
That'll be Tepper, Belbin, and Belbin on the penalty kill here for Shrewsbury. Jack gets set to take his face off inside the defensive zone. Puck gets tied up in the middle. It's near Shaughnessy. Belbin gets there. He's able to clear it all the way around. They'll get out of the zone. Natick's going to win the race to it. James Tepper, that first forechecker. Able to get a piece of it. Player gets by him though. And they're able to pass it up. Natick coming up ice now. James Tepper got a piece of that. Couldn't get out of the zone though. He passed it over to the point. Walks in, shoots. That goes high. Jack Tepper's there. Now Jack Tepper taking it up ice. Tepper's all alone. Sends it forward. Comes through and Jack Tepper's now drawing a penalty. Natick's going to get the touch. 35 seconds into the penalty to Tyler Boris. Jack Tepper draws a penalty. And it's going to be 4-on-4 for the next 122. Jack Tepper doing some phenomenal penalty killing work for the Colonials here early. It'll be Quinlivan with Tom Belbin and Persicino back on D to start the 4-on-4. Anthony gets up with the face-off, gets it back to Liam. Liam fires one towards the net, that goes wide. It's deflected off a Natick player right after Liam shot it. Liam curls back, can't get by that player. Anthony's able to get it away though. Anthony and Liam trying to work the puck around. Natick kicks it ahead. Natick coming up on a 1-on-2. Player speeds past Persicino. Gets it out to the slot. Natick shoots. Shaughnessy made the save, but went behind the net. Natick picks it back up. Work it back to the point. Natick with some good passing, working it in the offensive zone. That shot goes wide of the net. Natick has it, throws it out in front. Belbin's there, and he gets up to Quinlivan. Anthony Quinlivan bringing it up ice. Quinlivan coming in, he shoots, save made by Natick. 30 seconds still left at 4-on-4. Natick can't complete that pass. Tom Belbin's going to pick it up just inside his own zone. Belbin will circle behind the net, lets the player chase him, then he gets it up to Persicino. Persicino can't get the pass ahead to Russo. Now Natick has it. Peter Belbin just coming out to the ice. He's able to chip it ahead for Russo. Russo gets it back to Peter. Peter can't catch up to it though. Natick sends it ahead. Persicino gets there. Persicino gives it back to Peter. Peter gets the pass ahead for James Tepper. Tepper looking for Russo. Natick comes away with it. Natick coming back about 1-on-1 on Mullen now. The Shrewsbury penalties expire. Natick is short-handed. That one gets through Shaughnessy. Shaughnessy's able to get enough leg on it though. Then it goes wide of the net. James Tepper now has it on the Colonials power play. He gets it ahead to Jack. Jack loses footing and the puck. Natick comes away with it. Russo picks it up. Russo's going to dump it into the corner. Jack chasing after it. Natick can't ice the puck. They send it back behind the net. Now James Tepper trying to prevent this. James Tepper's able to pick that one up. He shoots. That goes wide. Mullen trying to get there. 9 seconds remaining in the Colonials power play. Mullen tries to throw it into the corner. Natick picks it off. They get the full ice clear. Penalty now expiring for Natick. There's 12 seconds left in the period. Cam Mullen has it coming out of the corner. Mullen passes it ahead for Boris. Boris stick handles the wrong player, loses the puck, pushing forward. Cam Mullen picks it up, only a few seconds remaining. James gets it over to Jack. Jack shoots, save made. If it was in, it would have counted. But that's it for the first period. Heading into the first intermission, the Colonials have a 1-0 lead over the Natick Redhawks. We're back here ready for the second period of North Star. It'll be Quinlivan, and Boris, Persicino, and Mullen back on D. Colonials have a 1-0 lead thanks to Jack Tepper. Tyler Boris circles back in the defensive zone. Pass it at to Mullen. So Mullen skates. Mullen tries to kick it ahead. He's able to flip it ahead to Liam. Goes off Liam's back. Mullen's there to push it back ahead. Natick player picks it up. Passes it ahead, and then they let it deflect into the zone. Persicino racing after it. Persicino's able to pick it up. He sends it along looking for Tyler Boris. Tyler Boris lifts that player's stick. Can't pick up the puck though. And then Liam's there to hit it away and get it out of the zone. Liam and Anthony coming up on a 2-on-1 now. Natick player with a great defensive play there is able to get the puck away from Liam. Liam battling for it in the corner now, comes away with it. Looks to wrap around. Tyler Boris is there and he puts it in. 42 seconds into the second period and Shrewsbury has taken a 2-0 lead over the Natick Redhawks. Cam Mullen making some great plays on that shift to keep Shrewsbury with possession of the puck. And then a good rush by the Quinlivans and Tyler Boris in the perfect place at the perfect time to put one away. Tepper Russo on the ice now with both Belbins back on D. Trying to keep this 2-0 lead for Shrewsbury. James Tepper comes away with the puck, loses it. Jack Tepper pushes it forward, gets it into the Natick zone. Natick picks it up. They throw it ahead. Tom Belbin's there, and he'll throw it back in. It's on net. Goalie plays it to the side. James Tepper chasing after it. Tepper all over that player. Comes away with the puck, throws it out in front. Russo's out there. Jack Tepper fires one, but it's not on net. Tom Belbin throws it back into the zone. Good step up there by Belbin. Belbin will throw it back in there. Cole Russo chasing it into the far corner. Now it's on the stick of James Tepper. Tepper coming out of the corner. Spins back down. Loses the puck. Cole Russo speeds to it. Cole Russo's able to win that. Loses the puck though. Natick comes away with it. Natick plays it back to the corner. They throw it up. Jack Tepper's able to bat that one down. Throw one on net. Natick will throw it ahead, but that's an ice. Natick had a player running on the far side. Defenseman didn't see him, just threw it all the way down. Minute 45 here into the second period. Colonials maintaining some great pressure in the Natick zone. It'll be Quinlivan and Boris on the ice now for Shrewsbury, with Persicino and Mullen back on D. Anthony Quinlivan's had to take the offensive zone draw. Natick comes away with it. Liam able to steal that one. Liam sticking on some bounce. One player, he shoots. Save made by Natick. Puck goes up and into the netting. Face-off going to come right back to where it was. Great individual effort there by Liam Quinlivan. Took a nice shot, but a better save by the Natick goaltender. Anthony Quinlivan getting set to take another face-off inside the offensive zone. Natick comes away with that one. Play is blown dead. Ref saying it was a bad drop. So we'll try it again. Anthony Quinlivan getting set to take another face-off inside the offensive zone. Natick comes away with that one. Tyler Boris up to hit it away though. Anthony has it. He shoots. Pad save made there by Natick. Puck looked like it was destined for the far post. Goalie did a good job of sticking his leg out. Fleonis and Tom Belbin now coming out to the ice to play defense for Shrewsbury. It'll still be the Quinlivan-Boris line on forward. Anthony able to win that one over to Liam. Liam loses the puck. Natick flips it up and out of play. Tom Belbin's able to catch it off the carom. And that flip out of play off the Natick stick means the puck's going to come back into the Natick zone, so Anthony Quinlivan's set to take another face-off inside the offensive zone. Natick able to win that one. Pass it ahead. Leonis, good job there, putting it back in play, back into the Natick zone. Anthony Quinlivan wins the race to it. Battling in the corner. Stick handles past one player. Loses the puck. Tyler Boris there to help. Boris tries to leave it for Anthony. Natick comes away with it though. Tyler Boris catches up to that player. Natick gains the red line, dumps it in. No ice. Shaughnessy stops behind the net, and Tom Belbin's going to pick it up. Belbin fires it back around. Natick player's there. Anthony Quinlivan and Joe Fleonis battling for the puck in the corner. Comes out to the point. Liam gets a stick on it. Squirts out front and gets played over the corner. Tom Belbin now battling for it in the corner. Natick has it. Comes out to the point. Liam didn't see where it was. Natick put it back in. Natick works it back down low into the corner. And they try to send it back to the sideboards. Tyler Boris there to pick it up. Tyler Boris loses the puck momentarily, able to kick it ahead. Liam picks it up. Liam with a far backhand pass. Anthony can't quite get there in time. Natick now taking it up. That shot got deflected at some point, went wide of the net. Persicino's there, he gloves it to himself. He's able to chip it out of the zone. Boris is there, he's got Liam on his far right. Boris waits, finds Persicino coming in. Persicino gets it over to Liam. Liam waits back in, shoots, save made, pressure for the rebound, and no goal. The whistle had already blown before Jack Tepper was able to poke that past the goal line.
I'm just going to leave it at that.
Washington, good pressure by the Colonials. But the goalie did have that covered up. It'll be Tepper, Russo on the ice now for Shrewsbury with Mullen and Persicino back on D. 11.5 minutes remaining here in the second period. Jack wins it over to James. James gets it back to Persicino at the point. Persicino has to throw it back in. Jack picks it up behind the net. Jack moves it back down low for James. James able to get around one player behind the net. He throws it out in front. Nobody's there for Shrewsbury. Natick sends it ahead. Mullen's able to put it back in. Mullen can't get the keep there, but James Tepper's there to pick up the puck. He'll throw it back in. Russo's able to block that pass. Jack Tepper picks it up. James Tepper runs into him. Both players go down. They lost the puck. Mullen getting a good keep there, and he's able to throw it back in. James Tepper comes away with it behind the net. He sends it over for Russo, just under the stick of Russo. Natick picks it up. They flip it ahead. Ends up on the stick of Persicino. Persicino will throw it ahead for Jack Tepper, and he'll deflect it into the zone. James Tepper chasing after that player. He wraps it all the way around. Gets past Alejandro. Mullen picks it up. Mullen will throw it back into the zone. James Tepper now chasing after him to the near corner. Tepper's able to get a stick on it. Alejandro's there. He throws it back down low for Tepper. Alejandro and Tepper digging for the puck now. Now flips all the way out. Natick's going to win the race to it. His players all alone coming in on Shaughnessy. He's taking us around. Shoots Shaughnessy with the leg save. Then pokes it away. Throw back on net. Shaughnessy's able to catch that and swallow it up. 10 minutes remaining here in the second period. Colonials hanging on to a 2-goal lead. Great save on the breakaway there from Shaughnessy. O'Connor, Alejandro, and Holloway on the ice now for Shrewsbury. Belbin and Belbin are back on D. That face-off's going back. Tom Belbin will pick it up. He gets that to Holloway. Holloway passes it out for O'Connor. O'Connor loses the puck. Comes back to Tom Belbin and gets it out to Peter. Peter across the red line. He'll dump it in. Chasing into the near corner now is Danny Holloway. Holloway wins the race to it. Great hustle there from Holloway. O'Connor gets out to the point of Tom Belbin. Belbin shoots. Alejandro there with a deflection. The puck is loose in front. Still digging for it. Whistle blown dead. Some phenomenal effort by this forward line. Get a great chance there. Face-off going to stay inside the Natick zone. And now it'll be Quinlivan, and Boris coming onto the ice to play forward for Shrewsbury. Anthony Quinlivan ties up his man. Liam comes away with it. Liam gets back to Tom Belbin at the point. Belbin flips it back down low. Natick comes away with it. Then it gets chipped by Belbin. Peter Belbin able to win the race to it. Can't get it out of the zone. Wins the battle against one player. Now he's got 2 Red Hawks on him. It's Peter Belbin digging for the puck. Comes back down low to Boris. Boris flips it ahead. Natick's able to glove it down, throw it back into the zone. Tom Belbin gets there. Tom gets it over to Peter. Peter Belbin can't catch it cleanly, but gets the pass up to Anthony. Anthony leaves it ahead to Liam. Comes back down into the Shrewsbury zone. Peter picks it up. Peter going to take it back behind the net, and then leave it to Tom. Tom Belbin gets it ahead to Boris. Boris is to take it back to the Shrewsbury zone. Turns back around, flips it up. Natick gloves it down. Natick passes it back across the blue line. They shoot. Gets deflected in front, goes wide of the net. Tom Belbin can't get there. That's thrown in front. Now coming the other way with his Quinlivan. Liam Quinlivan has it. He's got Tyler Boris right behind him. Liam Quinlivan taking it up the left side. Leaves it for Boris. Liam Quinlivan goes to the net. Boris shoots. Rebounds out. Goalie's able to get the cover. 8:30 remaining here in the second period. Shrewsbury getting some great chances. Goalie doing a good job making the first save on most occasions. However, his rebound control has not been great so far tonight. O'Connor and Alejandro back onto the ice, this time with Albertson. Albertson on the right wing. Persicino and Mullen are back on D. Natick comes away with it now. Now Natick coming up ice. They flip it ahead. Gets by that player. Persicino picks it up. He'll throw it back down. Icing the call. The referee deemed no Natick player could have caught up to that one. Puck's going to come all the way back into the Shrewsbury zone. Sam O'Connor gets set to take his face off inside the defensive zone. He wins it back to Mullen. Mullen gets it ahead. The defensive picks it up, and Albertson's able to pick it off. He gets it ahead to O'Connor. O'Connor's able to get that one on net. Hits the side of the net. Alejandro's able to win that. Gets it back to O'Connor. O'Connor circles around. He shoots. Screen in front. Goalie's able to make the save and get the cover. Exactly 8 minutes remaining here in the second period. Tom Belbin and Joe Fleonis now on the ice playing defense for Shrewsbury. It'll still be O'Connor, Alejandro, and Albertson on the ice for the Colonials. O'Connor was for Albertson. Albertson shoots one, that gets blocked. Natick now coming the other way. Across the red line, they dump it in. Tom Belbin racing after it. Belbin gets pinned to the boards. Natick throws it up front, comes to the point. Shot gets deflected in front. Shaughnessy comes all the way out, and Shaughnessy's got the cover. Tepper Russo now coming onto the ice for Shrewsbury. Shaughnessy coming way out of his net to make that save. They cover the puck. Jack Tepper getting set to take his face up and touch his own. Natick wins it back. James Tepper comes away with it. Now James Tepper headed up ice. He's got no Colonials with him. Has a couple players sticking around. He shoots. Hit a Natick skate. Ended up going wide of the net. Natick flips it ahead. And now they'll take it back into the zone. Keep possession. James Tepper, the lead forechecker. Belbin able to get a stick on that. Sends it ahead. James Tepper gets it back for Belbin. Belbin shoots. That gets blocked. Natick will pick it up in the corner. They wrap it all the way around. Joe Fleonis now crashing on this forward. He'll step back. Natick flips it out of the zone. Before it gets out of the zone, hits the ceiling. 7:04 remaining in the second period. The puck's going to come back into the Natick zone. Still Tepper Russo out there for the Colonials. Mullen and Persicino now back on D as Jack Tepper gets set to take this offensive zone draw. Natick wins it back, but Jack Tepper's able to get a stick on it. Tepper battling in the corner. Natick comes away with it. Puck's behind the net now. James Tepper trying to cut off that player. They're able to pass it ahead. Natick with a good breakout coming in on Persicino. Player can't get by Persicino cleanly. Russo's there down low. Persicino comes away with it in the corner. Russo passes it ahead for Jack Tepper. Jack Tepper loses the puck. Player caught up to him. Then they pass it ahead. Persicino trying to come over, catch that, cut off that player. Shaughnessy with the easy save. Russo's there to clear the rebound. They work it out to the point. James Tepper coming in. They'll put it back down low. Russo able to flip it just out of the zone. Natick will throw it back in, but again they put it off the roof. It'll be a center ice face-off now for Quinlivan and Boris. Coming out to the ice now for the Colonials to play defense are Belbin and Belbin. Liam comes away with the puck after the face-off. He enters the offensive zone. Winds up, fakes a shot, then tries to throw one towards the net, gets blocked. Now a hand pass called on Natick.
What? Is that his version of carry?
Face-off's going to come back into the Natick zone. Anthony Quinlivan will take the offensive zone draw. Quinlivan wins it to Boris. Boris gets it back to Peter. Peter will throw it back down low for Anthony. Anthony loses it. Natick comes away with it, but Peter's able to steal that. He gets it out to Boris. Boris shoots, that goes high. Comes all the way around to Tom Belbin. Belbin will throw it back down low for Liam. Liam gets it over to Anthony. Anthony sticking around a couple players. Backhands on net. Natick's there to pick up the rebound. That pass went off the back of one Natick player. Natick comes away with it though. And Peter's able to muscle it just out of the zone. Natick will wrap it all the way around. Picked up by Quinlivan. Liam gets ahead, looking for Anthony. Natick's able to pick that off, then to throw it back in. Shaughnessy comes up from the net to stop it, leaves it for Tom Belbin. Belbin curls back. Gives it up to Anthony. Anthony comes back into the zone, creates some space, and now Anthony Quinlivan headed up ice. Anthony Quinlivan entering the zone, stick handles around. He shoots, that goes wide of the net. Liam's there to pick it up. Liam loses the puck. Puck's loose right now. Anthony's there to get away with that. He gets to Liam. Liam shoots. Save made. Goalie eventually able to cover it up. Just over 5 minutes here remaining in the second period. It is still 2-0 Colonials. Alejandro, Holloway, and Albertson on the ice now for Shrewsbury. Denny Holloway gets to take the face-off inside the offensive zone. He wins it back. Denny Holloway is 5 for his last 5 on face-offs. Alejandro gets it over to Mullen at the point. Mullen fires one towards the net. That gets blocked in front. Natick looking to clear it out, puts it into the Shrewsbury bench, so the puck's going to come back inside the Natick zone. Jameson Alejandro getting set to take this face-off. Alejandro wins it back. This line has been phenomenal on face-offs all season so far for Shrewsbury. Alejandro has it. He's coming around the zone. Can't find Holloway in front. Mullen comes in. Mullen throws one in front. No one's there for Shrewsbury. Now Natick's headed the other way. Natick looking to pass it ahead. Holloway got a piece of that pass. Natick entering the zone. Player couldn't get towards the net. Shot from the point. Whiffed. Natick ends up back with the puck. Throw one towards the net. That one goes off the skate of Pertechino. Went just wide of the net. Albertson chasing the puck to this point. Mullen ties up that player. They work it back. Now Natick gets it down low. Natick coming away from the sideboards. Gets it out to the high slot. That shot's on Shaughnessy. He's able to get the save. Kicks it out. Natick comes away with it. Good pressure here by Natick. They work to the point. Whiffs on that shot. Then Albertson's able to kick it forward. Drew Albertson coming. It's a 3-on-1. Alejandro and Holloway back. Albertson looks to pass it back to Holloway. Natick picks it off though. Now Natick coming the other way. Good step up there by Tom Belbin. Now a too many men penalty being called in the Colonials. Drew Albertson will serve it. 3:53 remaining here in the second period, and the Colonials are going to be short-handed for the next 2 minutes. Filling the penalty for the Colonials will be Quinlivan, Pertechino, and Tom Belbin. Anthony gets it to face off. He wins it back to Pertechino. Pertechino shoots it all the way around. Nate's able to stop it. Liam's able to muscle the puck out of the zone. Natick gets the clear, but then Pertechino gets it. He'll make the full ice clear. Anthony Quinlivan wins the race to it. Loses the puck though. Natick comes away with it, but then peels back. Liam and Tom Belbin able to get the puck away from that player. Tom Belbin's able to get the full ice clear. Anthony Quinlivan, the lead forechecker. Natick passes it up. Can't catch it cleanly though. Liam looks to cut off that player. And then Liam comes away with it. Got no help back. Liam fighting through contact. Natick comes away with the puck. Liam catches up to that player though. Offsides for Natick. Whistle blow, and the puck's going to come just outside the Shrewsbury zone. 1:05 remaining here on the penalty. And it'll be Jack Tepper and Tyler Boris now coming out to the ice, along with James Tepper and Cam Mullen.
They were already on the ice before we blew the whistle.
Jack Tepper's going to take this face off in the neutral zone. One back. Mullen's able to clear it all the way down. James Tepper racing after. James Tepper's going to win the race to the puck, and he just ties it up. James Tepper's got 3 Red Hawks near him. Jack Tepper circling on the offensive zone. Natick headed up ice now. That one's passed ahead. Pass too far ahead. Tyler Boris picks it up, and he's able to clear it out. Doesn't end up on James Tepper's stick, but it does get into the neutral zone. Natick has to regroup. The Teppers are able to work that puck out of the zone. James Tepper gets it forward, loses the puck, and now Natick headed back up ice. 30 seconds remaining on the too many men penalty to Shrewsbury. Clark coming in on Mullen. Mullen's able to get a stick on that. Sent back down though. And that pass ends up out of the zone. Out of the reach of that defenseman. Natick has to regroup. 15 seconds remaining on the penalty being served by Drew Albertson. Tyler Boris picks up that pass, and he's able to get the clear. Doesn't go the length of the ice. Mullen's able to get a stick on that. Penalty now expiring. We're back to even strength. Natick entering the zone. They get into the high slot. Player can't get the shot off. Jack Tepper picks it up. Tepper fires one ahead. Pass out of the reach of James Tepper. Tyler Boris has it. Tyler Boris coming back into the Shrewsbury zone. 1.5 minutes remaining here in the second period. Tepper, Russo all on the ice for the Colonials. Defenseman curls back and passes it ahead. Natick catches the play, coming in on Tom Belvin. They pass it ahead. That one goes over Shaughnessy and in. Good deflection by that forward, able to tip the puck just over Pat Shaughnessy. 1:23 remaining here in the second period. And Natick is pulled within one. Quinlivan and Boris on the ice here for Shrewsbury with Belvin and Belbin back on D. Boris comes away with it up the face-off, loses the puck, pushes it into the zone. Natick's going to pick it up. This defenseman has time to make a play. Takes it from behind the net. Passes it up. No ice to call as that one right through Tom Belvin. Peter Belvin going to win the race to it. He wraps it around. Too hard for Tom Belvin. It's all the way to Anthony. Under a minute left, and Anthony will take this puck all the way out. Anthony Quinlivan loses the puck. Peter Belvin's there to help. Belvin ties it up. Natick comes away with it though. Player all alone. Tyler Boris catches up to him. Puck sent ahead. It's on the stick of Tyler Boris. Boris able to stick hit on a couple players. Tyler Boris passes it ahead for Anthony Quinlivan. It's onside, but Anthony loses it. Goalie's able to get the cover. 33 seconds remaining here in the second period. Persicino now coming out to the ice to join Tom Belvin back on D. It'll still be Tyler Boris with Quinlivan and Quinlivan. Natick comes away with it. Tyler Boris able to poke it away. Anthony has the puck now, looking back for Boris, ends up in the far corner. Puck is still loose. Tyler Boris pushes it ahead, but Natick comes away with it. Natick coming up us now. Tom Belvin gloves that one ahead. Anthony gets a touch, so a hand pass called on the Colonials. Puck's going to come back to the Shrewsbury zone with 14 seconds remaining here in the second period.
Know what an actual hand pass is.
Anthony Quinlivan ties that one up. Natick gets the shot. Glove save made by Shaughnessy. 10 seconds remaining now. Shrewsbury desperately looking to clear the puck out of the zone here. Anthony Quinlivan set to take defensive zone draw.
Good touch on that.
Liam ends up with it. Brings it over to the corner. Natick throws it, goes up the side of the net. Tom Belvin will take it. He'll tie it up against the boards. That'll be it for the second period. Shrewsbury scored once, Natick scored once in this period, and after two, the Colonials lead the Natick Redhawks 2-1. Let's go. We're back here for the third period of North Star. It'll be Quinlivan Boris starting, and Persicino Mullen back at the face-off's one back to Persicino, gets it over to Mullen. Mullen dumps it into the offensive zone. Natick wraps that around. Ice is still sticky. Player lost the puck for a moment. That defenseman lost the puck for a moment. Mullen steps up. He's able to keep it in momentarily. Natick bringing it out now. Natick sends it ahead. Player couldn't get by Persicino. Boris picks it up. He's able to throw it out of the zone. Natick chases all the way back into their zone. Liam Quinlivan, the lead forward checker. Quinlivan chases that man from the corner. Turns around and sets it back behind the net. Tyler Boris there. He's able to poke the puck away. Natick comes away with it though. Anthony Quinlivan ties up that man. Natick able to get the puck out of the zone. Shrewsbury defense on the line change. Player coming on Persicino. It's a 2-on-2. Belvin's back too. They shoot. That gets blocked in front. Natick picks it up in the corner. Tries to send it in front. Tom Belvin's there to block that pass. Natick has it in the corner. Goes to the far point. They come in, shoot. Great block there by Liam Quinlivan. Tyler Boris can't pick up the puck. Natick comes away with it. Tyler Boris able to poke that one away. Persicino can't get the puck out of the zone. Able to do so in the second effort. Liam Quinlivan picks it up now. He's across the red line. He'll dump it in. Goalie lets it go all the way into the far corner. Russo, Tepper on the ice. Player lost the puck. Russo picks it up. Russo loses the puck too. Gets it back to James. Loose in front. Natick comes away with it. That player lost the puck too. Ice is really bad down that end of the ice. There gets by Belbin, coming in on one-on-one on Tom Belbin. Belbin's able to poke that one away. Puck comes back. Shot goes over Shaughnessy and over the net. There gets by Belbin. Tepper able to poke it away. Miscommunication between Jack and James. Ends up on the stick of Peter Belbin. Belbin bringing up ice as Jack and Russo collide. Belbin gets it up to Tepper. Gets it up to James Tepper. Peter Belbin loses the puck. Now Natick coming in on a 2-on-2. Wind up. That shot goes wide of the net. Peter Belbin gets there. Comes back into the zone. Belbin gets it over to Tom. Tom goes back to Peter. Peter sends it up for James Tepper. Tepper chips it ahead for Russo. Russo comes along, gets it over Jack Tepper. Passes too far ahead of Jack Tepper. Jack Tepper throws one towards the net. Goes up the side of the net off the stick to Russo. Nick will throw it back into the far corner. Russo not able to get a stick on that. Now Natick having up ice on a 2-on-2. That goes wide of the net. Russo's going to get there. Russo's stick breaks. Pass ahead. Shrewsbury's able to get out of the zone. Coming all the way down. Back ref's arm is up. That'll just go for an ice. Puck's going to come all the way back into the Shrewsbury zone. It'll be Albertson, O'Connor, and Denny Holloway playing forward for Shrewsbury with Mullen and Persicino back on D. Sam O'Connor got set to take this face off in the defensive zone. Natick plays it ahead. Persicino's going to win the race to it. Persicino pushes it ahead for Albertson. Albertson passes it ahead for O'Connor. O'Connor not able to chip by that player. Albertson's able to put it past. O'Connor takes it just off sides. Danny Holloway was trying to crash the net. 3 minutes here into the third period. Still 2-1 Colonials. Same players on the ice here for Shrewsbury. Sam O'Connor gets set to take this face off in the neutral zone. Natick wins that one back. They go D to D. Player enters the zone. Roseman just bottom of the net. Mullen's there to pick it up. Mullen can't get it by that oncoming forechecker. It's played out to the point. Albertson trying to get there. And off a Natick helmet. That one is in the back of the net, and Natick has tied it up. Natick ties it up with 11:41 remaining here in the third period. Shot from the point went off a helmet in front. Ended up in the back of the net. Following the goal, it'll be Quinlivan, and Boris with Belbin and Belbin back on D. Anthony Quinlivan set to take this face off the center ice. Anthony Quinlivan wins it back for Belbin. Peter gets it over to Tom. Tom gets up to Liam, and Liam leads to Tyler Boris. Boris takes the cut back. Takes a shot on net, saved easily by Natick. 11.5 minutes remaining here in the third period. Same players on the ice here for Shrewsbury. Liam picks that one up, loses it. Natick plays it into the corner. Natick passes it ahead. And then Quinlivan able to catch up to that player. Tom Belbin can't get the puck out of the zone. Throw on a net. Shaughnessy saves that easily, plays it to the corner. That player loses footing. Tom Belbin able to get the puck by him eventually. Gets it ahead to Liam. Liam gets it ahead for Anthony. Anthony works himself a breakaway. He's taking us around. He shoots and scores 5-0. Anthony from Liam, from Tom Belbin, and the Colonials have regained the lead here. 11:06 remaining in the third. It is 3-2 Shrewsbury. Same forward line out there for Shrewsbury. It's Persicino and Cam Mullen back on D. Natick wins that face-off back. Tyler Boris able to get a piece of that. Tyler Boris, as he was backed away from the puck, pushed one towards the net. It was on net. Liam Quinlivan dug for it, but the goalie was able to get the cover. Tepper Russo now coming onto the ice for Shrewsbury. Still Mullen and Persicino back on D.
Jordan McCall, time of the goal.
Natick wins that one back to the defense.
3:19 in the
They
third
flip it ahead.
period.
James Tepper gets in the way of that. Tepper comes away with that one. He shoots and scores. Jack Tepper forced the turnover. James Tepper picked it up. He was able to pull one into the corner. Now with 10:45 remaining here in the third period, Colonials have taken a 4-2 lead. Some great defense in the offensive zone there by Jack Tepper. Phenomenal shot by James Tepper. Colonials are back up by 2. Natick comes away with it after the face-off. James Tepper is able to pick that one off. And he throws it into the zone. James and Jack both chasing after it. Jack Tepper has it in the corner. He throws one towards the net, goes behind the net. James Tepper picks it up, loses it. Natick now headed up ice. Can't complete the pass. Mullen comes away with it and he plays it up.
Shrewsbury's third goal scored by number 24.
Jack Tepper able to poke that one forward.
By number 10, Thomas Delvin, and number 5, Peter Delvin. Time of the goal.
Thrown into the Natick zone. James Tepper, the lead forechecker. That one gets wrapped too far around. Persicino's there. He throws him towards the net. Didn't get all of that shot and it got blocked in front. It's back out to Persicino at the point. He fires one towards the net. That goes wide. Jack Tepper's going to win the race to it. On his back end, he throws it towards the net. James Tepper throws it behind the net. Russo gets a stick on that. Now a penalty coming to Shrewsbury. James Tepper going to the box for a slash. 9:51 remaining in the third period. For the next 2 minutes, the Colonials are going to be shorthanded. Quinlivan, Belbin and Belbin, the penalty killers here for the Colonials. Anthony gets up to his face off inside the defensive zone. A timeout called by Natick and we'll be right back. Now we're back here at Northside. The Colonials are shorthanded. It'll still be Quinlivan, Belbin, and Belbin out going penalty for the Colonials. Puck's played to the corner after the face-off. Now it's on Tom Belbin's stick. He tries to clear it around. It goes off a Natick body in the corner. Natick has it working up behind the net. Natick works out to the point, as they've done on the power play all this game so far this afternoon. Natick patiently waiting. They have it at the point, working back down low, working back to the point. That shot gets blocked in front, goes wide of the net. Throw it back up front, and that one's going to get just outside the zone. Oh, Natick does get the keep. The hustle there by the defenseman. Anthony comes away with it. And then Anthony flips it ahead for Liam. Natick plays it with a high stick. Still a good play by Natick to prevent that breakaway for Liam Quinlivan. The puck's going to come all the way back into the Natick zone as Tyler Boris and Connell Persicino come up to play defense for Shrewsbury. 1:21 remaining in the penalty to James Tepper. Natick wins that one back. They play it behind the net. Anthony Quinlivan racing after it. Anthony Quinlivan able to get there. They'll take it outside the zone, pass it over to Tyler Boris. Colonials killing clock on this penalty here. Boris over to Persicino, back to Boris. Boris will get the full ice clear. Liam Quinlivan's going to win the race to it in the Natick zone. Fucked a weird hop off the boards. Liam couldn't pick it off cleanly. Liam can't stick handle by that player cleanly. But then he was able to get a piece of that pass. Liam forces the pass back into the zone. Great penalty kill so far here for the Colonials. Natick enters the zone, leads it back to the point. Liam picks it up. Liam and Anthony now with a 2-on-1. Liam's on the right side with the puck. He walks in, he shoots. Save made. Rebound comes back out to Liam. Liam stick handles around one player. And then Liam will pass the puck all the way outside the zone to Tyler Boris. Only 30 seconds remaining here on the penalty to James Tepper. Tyler Boris has it, he goes over to Persicino. Persicino will wait and then make the full ice clear. Jack Tepper, Cole Russo now on the ice, throwing the penalty for the Colonials. That'll be Persicino and Tom Belbin back on D. Russo was able to get a piece of that. Only 15 seconds remaining now on the penalty to James Tepper. Natick headed with it up ice now. Natick enters the zone. Jack Tepper's able to fish it away. He's able to get out of the zone. Penalty now expired to James Tepper. He's on the ice. We're back to even strength. Natick gets that pass through. They'll dump it into the zone. Persicino gets behind the net. Loses it momentarily. Now Persicino back with it on a stick. Banks it ahead for James Tapper. James Tapper catches the pass. Loses his footing. It's in the corner now. Puck gets set back behind the net. Natick clears it out right to Tom Belvin. Tom Belvin on the right side of the red line. He'll throw it in the zone. Colonials now onside. Russo able to keep that one in the zone. James Tapper picks it up. James Tapper walks in. He shoots. The rebound's loose. Natick comes away with it. Jack Tapper got tied up and couldn't get to the rebound. This player coming in on a 1-on-2. Tom Belvin's able to poke it away. Russo picks it up. Tepper's able to win that battle for the puck. Now Jack Tepper flips it ahead for himself. Puck stays inside the zone. Peter leaves it for James Tepper. James Tepper wraps it all the way around. That's going to exit the zone. Natick has to wait. They wind up and throw one on net. That hits something in front. Shaughnessy was able to make the save. Holloway has it now. Danny Holloway headed up ice. Holloway fighting through stick work. Off a Natick stick, that one goes up and out of play. 6.5 minutes remaining here in the game. It'll be a neutral zone face-off. It'll be Persicino and Mullen back on D, with Alejandro, O'Connor, and Holloway on the ice for the Colonials. Face-off at center ice, Sam O'Connor will take it. O'Connor ties up his man, kicks it back to Fleonis. Fleonis gets it ahead for Persicino. Holloway takes a hit and leaves it for O'Connor. O'Connor comes in, he shoots, save made. Puck is loose. Alejandro fighting for it. Puck still behind the net. Natick's able to get it out. Fleonis hits that man. Holloway's covering, is able to keep it inside the zone. O'Connor now has it in the corner. He'll put it back behind the net. Just after it's Holloway. Thrown back behind the net by Natick. Natick now able to get the puck out of the zone. They bank it ahead. Persicino's able to get the puck away from that man and send it forward for Alejandro. Alejandro stick down, stops one player. Makes the move to the net. Throws it in front. No one's there for Shrewsbury. Natick sends it ahead, but Anthony's there to pick it up. He gets to Persicino. Persicino throw it in so the Shrewsbury can make the rest of their line change. Natick passes it ahead. Mullen able to break that up and then pass it up for Boris. Boris' pass is too far ahead of Liam. That's on net. And with less than 5.5 minutes remaining here in the third period. Liam Quillivan's going to go to the box. So the Colonials will be shorthanded for the next 2 minutes. Puck's going to come all the way back into the Shrewsbury zone. Referee giving an explanation to the Shrewsbury bench. Penalty killers for Shrewsbury are going to be Anthony, Tyler Boris, Tom Belvin, and Cam Mullen. And Walter heading over the Natick bench for an injury. We'll be right back. Back here at North Star, Shrewsbury just called a timeout. Anthony Quillivan wins that back. Persicino sends it around. The Colonials are short-handed. Natick jumps up. They're able to keep it inside the zone. Natick taking behind the net. Gives it for the point. Work it back down low. From the sideboards, they throw in. Looking into the far corner, they're able to catch it. Work it back to the point. Work it back down low to the sideboards. That gets blocked, deflected in front by Persicino. Natick wins the race to it. Natick works to the far side. Natick patiently waiting for looks. That one thrown towards the net, but Anthony was able to get a piece of it. Never got towards the net. Natick covers their hand on it. And a hand pass is called on Natick. So the puck's going to come all the way back into the Natick zone with 1:17 remaining here on the penalty to Liam Quillivan. Now on the ice killing the penalty for Shrewsbury are Tepper, Connell, and Tom Belvin. James Tepper's going to take this face-off in the offensive zone. Tepper wins that back to Persicino. Persicino will take that out of the zone to kill as much time as possible. Gets it back for Belbin. Belbin gets it back to Persicino. Persicino sends it up, and Jack Tepper catches that. Jack Tepper enters the zone. He takes a shot. Blocker save made by Natick. Now Natick headed up ice. Jack Tepper trying to catch that player. Natick entering the zone with speed. Player can't cleanly get by Persicino. Now has it coming around the net. 50 seconds remaining on the penalty to Quinlivan. Natick tries to work behind the net. Jack Tepper gets a piece of it. Can't gain possession of the puck. Jack Tepper still on that player. Natick now has it behind the net. Get it up front. They throw it towards the net. James Tepper stopped in front of the net, then had to try to clear it to the corner. Natick comes out with it. Shoots. Shaughnessy, aggressive save there. Tom Belbin looking to poke by that player. Gets it half to James Tepper. James Tepper can't get the puck out of the zone. And now he's able to steal it by that player, who held on to it for way too long. 20 seconds remaining on the penalty to Quinlivan. James Tepper's able to get a piece of that. He backhands once towards the net. Never makes it to the net. Now Jack Tepper gets poked. James Tepper now trying to catch that player. Less than 10 seconds remaining on the Quinlivan penalty. Player loses the puck. Mullen's on it. Mullen ties it up. He's got James Tepper to help. Penalty now expiring. We're back to even strength. That gets out of the zone. Liam Quinlivan chasing after it. Natick wins the race to it. Anthony can't bat it down. Mullen gets tied up, and Liam Quinlivan will pick up the puck. Liam turns back. Just over 3 minutes remaining here in the game. Colonial still with a 2-goal lead. Quinlivan and Tyler Boers. Tyler Boers curls back. On the right side of the red line now, entering the Natick zone. Tyler Boers coming in, gets a stop shot. That goes well out of the net, comes all the way around to Anthony Quinlivan. Quinlivan sends it back down low for Boers. Boers stick-handles through one player. Now another, but loses the puck. Natick picks it up, able to get it out of the zone. Sends it ahead. Peter Belbin going to win the race to it. He backhands it back to Mullen. Gets out of the zone. Natick goes offsides. 2:41 remaining here in the third period. Face-off going to be just outside the Shrewsbury zone. It'll be Alejandro, O'Connor, and Albertson on the ice here for Shrewsbury, with Tom Belbin and Cam Mullen back on D. Natick wins that face-off back. They try to dump it all the way in. Cam Mullen's able to get a piece of it. Cam Mullen sends it ahead. Doesn't get out of the zone. Natick from the point. Tom Belbin's there to poke that one away. Natick was looking back door. Alejandro picks it up now. Alejandro taking it up ice. Sends it up for O'Connor. O'Connor loses for Alejandro. Alejandro cuts across the ice, loses the puck. Able to push it into the corner. Albertson picks it up. He sends it behind the net. Alejandro gets there. Natick throws it up. O'Connor's there. He'll throw it towards the net. Goes behind the net. Albertson's going to win the race to it. Albertson plays it to himself. Albertson coming out of the corner behind the net with it now. Albertson with a great battle in the corner. Nate's able to push the puck forward, but O'Connor's there to throw it back in. Alejandro racing after it. Albertson able to poke that one away. Albertson has the puck. As he's falling, gets it out to Mullen at the point. Mullen walks in. He puts it into the corner. Smart play by Mullen. Mullen now chasing after it. James Tepper's able to pick that one up. James Tepper all alone. He comes in and shoots. That goes off the post. Jack Tepper picks that up on the far side. 1.5 minutes remaining. Jack Tepper shoots. Save made by Natick. Goalie had no idea where the puck was. Jack works it back to James Tepper. Tepper has it in the corner. Leaves it there. Jack Tepper can't come over with the puck. Natick has it now. Natick throws it ahead. Coruso has it. Coruso winds up taking a slap shot. Save made. Natick gets the clear. Natick tries to clear it out. Anthony Quinlivan picks it up. He gets it over to Tom Belbin. Tom Belbin will throw it back into the Natick zone. Just over 1 minute remaining here. Shrewsbury still with a 2-goal lead. Natick throws it ahead. Played in by Jack Tepper. Coruso has it coming out of the corner. Coruso will pick it back up in the far corner. Sends it back for James Tepper. James Tepper will tie the puck up in the corner. Less than 1 minute remaining here in the third period. James Tepper has it, working it in the corner. Gets it back down low to Jack Tepper. Tepper throws it in front of the net. He's back into the corner where James Tepper will pick it up. Tepper tries to get it far side to Anthony Quinlivan, who's playing defense. Anthony Quinlivan has to chase it all the way back into the Shrewsbury zone. He gets it ahead. Jack Tepper picks it up. There's an empty net. Jack Tepper gets it up for James Tepper. Natick gets it out of the zone. Natick with the goalie pulled, now headed up ice. McManus able to play that one away. Natick wins the race to it. Anthony Quinlivan able to send that man down. Anthony Quinlivan ties the puck up. 20 seconds remaining here in the game. Puck squirts out. James Tepper comes away with it. James Tepper Fights through stick work. Able to get out of the zone. He gains the right line. He shoots. And James Stepper scores. 11 seconds remaining, and it's 5-2 Shrewsbury. Colonial's going to pick up a huge win here over Natick and North Star. Colonial's all over Natick here in the last few minutes of the game. First, second, and third lines maintaining great offensive zone pressure. Playing the last 11 seconds are going to be Colby Boris, Danny Holloway, Connor Delaney, Mike Walton, and Cam Troyo. Danny Holloway going to take this face-off. He's 5 for his last 5. Natick comes away with it. Boris ties up that man. Delaney able to flip the puck out of the zone. Holloway plays it forward. The clock hasn't started, now it has. 8 seconds remaining. Colby Boris and Danny Holloway trying to trap that man behind the net. Colby Boris gets the stick on it, only a couple seconds remaining. Natick plays it up, and that'll be it. 5-2 final here from Westboro. Shrewsbury improves to 15-1-2 on the season. The next game is tomorrow night at home against Lincoln Sudbury, a senior night at 6:10 at North Star. We hope to see you there.